Mama loves you, no one be like you. In my heart, could you got a place in my room? Showing you love like every day, my boo. What I got for you, believe it, cause it's true love. No one really want the melody. I cannot just forget about you easily.
Hi everyone, let's see who's watching.
Trust me, everything will be okay, yeah. Nubian queen, you are special. Learn your call, you stay on the ground.
There's string stuck on my head.
The crunch for the brave, darling. Nubian queen, you are melanin. Wish queen will love you, you are tamarind. See all your pictures in our magazine, yeah. Let's shout out the Nubian queen, Nubian queen, Nubian queen. Nubian queen. Nubian queen.
Hi, Doc.
Queen, you are so special to me. I gotta prove to you this is for real. Should you know when queen shall be married? Better than the condition, mama. The way you smile, the way you acting, the way you tip around, make me go feel you. Got your tears, you are for real. Make my day, queen for you.
Hi everyone.
Nubian queen, you are special. When you call, you still on the ground. The crunch for the brave, darling. Nubian queen, you are melanin. Kush queen, we love you, you are tamarind. See all your pictures in our magazine, yeah. Let's shout out the Nubian queen, Nubian queen, Nubian queen.
I'm waving to you all.
Nubian queen. Nubian queen, Nubian queen. Nubian queen. Nubian queen, Nubian queen.
Hi 42, what's up? How are you? All the way in Italy. Thank you, thank you. It is a beautiful song. And this song was by Eliasso. So Eliasso created that song for the Nubian Queen. So for all the Nubian queens. Now let me turn it. Yo, you're the peña.
There's nothing I wouldn't do. Catch up a life for you. As long as you want me to. I'm in love with you. There's nothing I wouldn't do.
All right.
Catch up a life for you. As long as you want me to.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Big up to East Africa. You guys are making bomb music. And I think you guys can see it right behind me. That's platinum, diamond platinum. So, but anyway, did Eliasso Claren. So he's one of the newer youth musician artists and in Uganda. He's currently living in Uganda. So he doesn't know I'm playing his song all over the place. So because they can get internet shut down, all of that stuff. And so the music is just great. I love it. You know, who represented all the Nubian queens all over the world. So I'm very honored and thankful that I got to play the video. So that was the song there. Hello everyone. I'm doing well, dear. I'm glad you're doing well. So, all right. Now we're gonna get to the topic, okay? So I think the topic here in Nantia go to tribalism. But let me turn this down so that we can continue. You my African beauty. I can't sing, so I can't sing at all. If I tried, I will butcher it. That's how bad my voice is. So I can only talk. So if you gotta give me that gift, I'll settle to it. But I love music. I really enjoy music. Music is a good soothing to the soul. I could dance. Sup, young lady? What's up? I see you all there coming on. So anyway, we're gonna get going. Today's gonna be a very long day. Take fashion stuff that I'm gonna get involved into as well today. So I just want to give this quick Sunday live stream. So this is my normal Sunday live stream. This is where I mix English, Kanatungnat as well, because this message is specifically going out to the youth, especially the new age generation as well. So as you guys see on my title, it's about tribalism. So tribalism, we are fighting against tribalism. So tribalism is destroying the community, okay? But technically, want to teach because of my ethnicity or where I'm from, or I did a couple of interviews and I was asked, you know, where were you born? And I said I'm from Ethiopia. So, and I wanted to explain a little bit more about that, you know, why I say I'm from Ethiopia. So then you guys could understand how to differentiate different things. So, tribalism and racism. So tribalism racism. Okay. So racism is in a very bad way in the society that we live in today. Okay. So first, to identify tribalism. Tribalism during the colony. Okay. So during the colony, China been divide. So all the countries got divide. Me chaka divide. So when na yenatini by cholaka children yenatini ka yenatini. And on top of that, too, chaka make identity mark. Okay. So million and can nuere tikan ka gar. Young tikan ka these little thing marked a lot of women. Duriko kian chiga duagni or like surma. Looking jitkin a mut. Bigger stretch out a bigger did man two kin, you know. So there's different marks that we have. Mark a ton will a divide and nako be narrowly identify or jin work jin junkie jin surma kia jin bidishangol, you know. So that's part of the division there. Okay. So going back to the time of the colonial, during the time of the colonial, Africa have been or take a resource in one. There's a lot of riches in Africa. So all the resources in take Africa can benefit. So they want to make sure that the people take the land or in the country that they can control them so that they can take their resources. Okay. So you know, like Satan. Satan comes to lie, steal, and kill. Those three things: lying, killing, and stealing. Okay? So a lot of people cut, right? So major you got the Western colonial right? So again, the first time over and when he looked at himself, he was very amazed. He was like, wow, that's what I look like, you know? So become the man, you know? So to take a value, the crown and take a jet. Because the crown and take a jet, take a gold, real gold. So the colony go to the crown because it has more value. Okay, it has a lot of value. So the foolish one became the king because the king gave away a crown gold for a mirror just so he could see himself. Okay, that was the first deception. That was one of the first deception. So when they did the research in Africa, these are where the golds are, these are where the diamonds are, these are where the oil is, this is where the leather is, all the stuff they can use to build their nation. So they decided to claim lands, okay? So for example, like Ethiopia, they colonized Italy. Sudan, during the time of Khartoum, colonized Great Britain, and then the Western countries colonized the French people. Okay, so they all claim land, and these are different colonies that are claiming land so they can use the resources. If the Italians got the diamonds and the French people got the gold, they could trade among each other to keep the e-commerce going. Okay, so the only way the people of the Africa could go affect, okay, is they decide to force them to do the mining, okay, and also divide their land. That's why we have different lands. If you look at the old map, it doesn't have all these different countries to the continent of Africa, okay? Like East Africa was all Kush, you know, they go to Kush, and the trade was Nubia. And then we kuja to Ethiopia, waka Somalia, chalga Abyssinia, winika Yemen, or Saudi Arabia, okay? That was Abyssinia. So people lived as neighbors, okay? Don't book when to do to me, book when to do to me. There was no problem, you know? They each had their own chief, they each had their own leader, okay? So they had their way of life. So that's the beginning of tribalism. So, me chana ko been divide, chana we can marks to identify them as different people, okay? Mechi African, they gain independence. Like for example, the War of Ottawa. The War of Ottawa, okay, Ethiopia, occurred equaliterga the Italians. Me by Italian, baga joy Widian, you know, baga joy na loy Widian. So they failed in their mission. They didn't colonize Ethiopia, okay? So then Ethiopia became its own independent. Chicken the capital, Gundar, chicken Nungpin, and call it Addis Ababa, the yellow flower. So that's how they renamed their country and started their own empowerment. Okay. So the rest of the countries, to gain independence from their colonies, they gained independence. So once they became independent. Then they called their country whatever the name it was going to be. And then Sudan divide from Egypt, and then it became a whole Sudan and then a whole Egypt. So that was the end of colony. So, but they still kept the power. So the fact that they divided it, that was a strategy called okay? They don't want the people of Africa to unite, because Satan only thrives and does better when there's chaos in the mess, right? So for example, Doru, me chinaro dealing, okay? Yeah. Tiagano de Chetan, they have become dun, they're a Lenikan, you know? Don't blow around me, Belgian, no, Luni can American. So Satan letting you go, okay? That's how the countries of Africa became desolate, okay? So I wanted to get that out to you guys. So better explain as clearly as I can. I know it's a little bit, you know, harder, it's difficult, but I hope Vienna understand, you know, Vienna understand, because Mangura Lunka here. We go and being unite, okay? I want you guys to unite. I want you guys to work together and identify each other as human beings, not based on where you're from, okay? So now, race. What is race, okay? Race, little know the people who speak the same language, okay? Chika nuere muraikan ko tokel. Okay, that's Nuer. Jang Muraikan go tokel. That's Jang. Okay. But the national language, cause Sudan and South Sudan and Arabic, right? Yeah. So the whole country is one race. Race is identified based on the language. So one of the stories in the Old Testament, the Tower of Babel, the Tower of Babel. They were building a tower to try to get to God, and they were trying to go as high as they can. But God struck them with different languages, okay? And soon as they realized they couldn't understand each other, they stopped building and try to go and identify who speaks their own language. And after they identify who speaks their languages, they disperse. Okay, they disperse. That's how languages became about. Okay, so the language identifies the race of the people that speaks that same language. Okay, now to get to ethnicity, mostly Riem Adapwajitan. Okay, your bloodline. So, for example, your ethnicity, it can go back to whatever ethnic, maybe your grandparents. Then because we're not based on the father bloodline. You're not we're based on the mother bloodline. Okay, okay. That's their ethnicity. What is your ethnicity? They're gonna say my ethnicity is Nuer. Okay. If their father was Ethiopian, because their mother was South Sudanese. Okay. They're gonna go based on their father, so their ethnicity becomes the Ethiopian bloodline. And then what's your other 50% of ethnicity? It's a Sudani. Okay. So ethnicity is your bloodline, okay? Now, nationality, okay? A lot of, here in America, we're asked every day, what is your nationality, okay? If you're filling out a paper, what is your nationality? Are you Caucasian? Are you Black American? Black or African American? Are you Hispanic, non-Hispanic? Are you Asian? They have different ethnicity bubble, and you fill out whichever one it is, okay? So, based on, that's the ethnicity. So, when they ask you if you're Caucasian, Black, African, whatever, those are to identify as ethnicity. Nationality is the country that you took the citizenship of, okay? So, whatever land you were born in, the land of Dakwajitan, that is your nationality, okay? Because that land, whether it belongs to this side of the border or this side of the border, that's your nationality, okay? Just because your nationality a Ethiopian does not mean it does not mean the Nuer ethnicity, okay? It doesn't mean that. So, Ethiopia, the young generation, Sudan, Egypt, okay? So those that were born in those countries, they become a citizen of that country, okay? For example, here in the United States, United States, they are American, okay? So like my children right now, what is your nationality? They're gonna say America. I am an American, okay? But I will teach you what is your ethnicity. Then they're gonna say I am Ethiopian, okay? Or they will say I am Spanish, okay? Because my oldest one, he's a Spanish background or whatever. But my two younger ones, they're Ethiopian. So that's where it comes down to. So we have to understand and differentiate all those things, so we don't assume that we are hating our ethnicity or we are hating our nationality for whatever reason, okay? It does not unite us. It only divides us when we come with the wrong assumption or the wrong intention to think that, we are part of this whatever nationality, okay? So what makes it bad now in Africa is that people claim ethnicity, okay, to make themselves prideful or better than the other tribe or the other group, okay? We're all human beings. Nobody is better than the other one. No ethnicity is better than the other ethnicity. So that's where it's becoming an issue, okay? And whenever we become a part of that, we become racist, okay? We become racist towards the other groups, or tribalism. We become tribalism, okay? So when you hear somebody, oh, I knew it, okay? Those things, that is a racist approach to know that if you are one of me or if you are my enemy, okay? So that is the division, okay? So here in the United States, Nuer is divided along. There's a huge division among the Nuer people, okay? Tichi wow ka dundian mlekana letka community. Tichi chan ka dundian mlekana letka community. Tichi whatever, you know. I'm not very good at all that because I'm not in the community as much, you know. So all of those names kwaka iyo macha yo jin nuer ki jin jurum ba wa nuer iyo balo no okay jin yaga ja ki jin yaga jo, okay. And then I'm like, shouldn't the word nuer be enough for you? Because why do you need to know if I'm on the Ethiopia border or the South Sudan border, you know? And so that's what's happening here, okay? People are so divided. The Nuer community is divided. It's not just Nuer community too. Even the Ethiopian community are divided. The Oromo are doing their own thing. The Tigrays are doing their own thing. The whole Africa is divided. Even Liberians, okay? They're all divided here in the United States, okay? We are going based on tribalism, okay? And that is why we're going to stay down, and it's going to keep us down, and we can't be successful, okay? First, we have to unite as one race, meaning that if your significant other speaks the same language as you, okay? A Jambalo look like he's a Jalab and you're a Nilotic, okay? You guys have something in common, okay? That can unite or create something great. So I just want to identify those things. So me personally, okay, but I identify clearly, Mar kana guar ka nuere 100%, okay? But Mar, I believe with the adopted in channel because I don't pay attention to all of that tribalism stuff. But she was born in one of the Nuer towns in the Ethiopia border, close to South Sudan. So my dad ran Gambel, okay? Gambel is that's where we were all born, okay? That's our land. So speaking of that, wherever you have a land, okay, is your land. Is you can build your home, you can do whatever you want with it. It's your land, that's your wealth, okay? But if you don't do anything with it, which government is going to take it, okay? So if you're in Gambela and that's your land and that's where you were built and you're not doing anything with it, it's the Ethiopian government, your Ethiopian prime minister that would come and take that land to build a road or to build electricity or something, you know? So that shows that your leader is Ethiopia, okay? So, you know, what country are you from, you know? You're going to say Ethiopian because that's where your land is, okay? The Ethiopian government, that's your whole life. That's who's feeding you. That's who's giving you your citizenship. That's who's giving you everything of what your life is about, okay? But it doesn't take you out of your ethnicity. You're still a Nuer 100%, okay? You can be proud to say, I am Nuer, I love Nuer, I'm 100% Nuer, but I'm from Ethiopia, okay? When you name the country you are in, okay, you're becoming part of that nationality, all right? So, but our people, they exclude in everything. And I don't understand that, okay? I really don't. They exclude themselves out of everything, okay? They're going to exclude Ethiopia, we're going to exclude Sudan, we're going to exclude Egypt, we're going to exclude Uganda, wherever they are, because of the suffer and the trauma they have been through. They exclude themselves. You need to find a home and know that that is your home. That's where you're building. And if you have a problem tomorrow, you know whose government you're going to go to, okay? That's one of the most important thing about knowing your nationality and claiming it to the fullest, okay? To the Nur people. You guys are gonna march to the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed because he is the one that needs to fix it, okay? If you're from Upper Nile or anywhere in Sudan, because there's a problem going on there in the community, the person you're gonna retaliate to is the government of South Sudan, okay? Whether it's Riek Machar or Al Bashir or whatever. No, I forgot his name, but anyway. So it's very important to know your nationality. So whenever there is a problem, there is a crisis, okay, you know how to be involved in the parliament, okay, in the parliament of that country. So that's why I said that. I don't know. Oh no, Ethiopia. You're excluding yourself. Okay, no, Sudan to look at this other country and stuff like that, You can't run away from your nationality. You cannot run away from your nationality, okay? But anyway, that's just my biggest advice to that, but it's okay to travel. It's okay to move to a different country or a different state, and live there. That's totally fine. There's a lot of Ethiopian people that lives in Sudan, and they still claim themselves as Ethiopian. There's still a lot of South Sudanese in Ethiopia, and they still claim South Sudan. That's totally fine. But when it comes to government related stuff, okay, politics or law or your rights, okay, you have to know what nationality you're representing, So that's it. And I'll give you an example of my story. When my kids were living in Ethiopia, okay, if there was anything happening to them in Ethiopia, including their school and anything like that, I will deal with the Ethiopian government, okay? And they have to fix it because I am a citizen of that country. I have the right as a human being. That's the country I have invested my whole life into. Even when you go to work, you're working in the jobs of that country. Even when you're getting paid the money of that country. So that's what I want to identify with you guys. So let's see if anybody has any questions or any comments, because I gotta go shortly. Let's see. All right, no comments. So I'm gonna go my way and go enjoy my day. So I'm gonna try to stay awake. Very tired. It was a long day yesterday. And just kind of do some fashion fun stuff. So, all right. Have a good Sunday. Bye. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. Now I gotta figure out how to end this again. How do I end this again? Yeah, finished. There it is.